Okay, you guys. So, some more bad news coming in from the Hasbro QC department, I guess. So, the Age of the Prime's Titan class star Convoy has some QC problems. It's kind of minor, depending on how you take it, but you're paying close to $200 for something. You're not expecting there to be issues that you need to fix out of the packaging. So, there's that. Think of it as you will. Um, so this was made aware, I guess, in the Transformers bot posting Facebook group, and there's a misassembled chest window problem with this guy, and they're saying it's pretty common in most copies people are getting so far. And TFW wrote here, the transparent chest part is not assembled properly, causing the chest windows not to be aligned with the chest sides. Fortunately, there's an easy fix for this. Just remove the screws on this clear part and then push the left and right side until they fit correctly. Then push the screws in place again. And there's images here provided by some people in the community, so shout out to you guys. And, it's kind of an easy fix, but not that easy at the same time. Like, you need some tools to get stuff out of there. And not everybody's like a handy person who collects action figures. So it's a thing of, do you want to spend, after tax and shipping, this is close to a $200 piece. Do you want to spend that much on something that has messed up clear plastic windows on the chest? I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm thinking a little bit old school here. It feels like a lot of people these days just kind of accept issues even though you're spending top dollar on a product. It's just a toy. It doesn't really matter. Well, if it's just a toy and it doesn't really matter, why are you spending all this money on it, man? Like, come on. That reasoning is always dumb to me. But, with Hasbro, I think they're taking advantage of the current mindset with a lot of people in the current market, and they're just not putting as much time and effort and money into the QC of these figures like they used to. And I don't know for sure, I'm just speculating, I don't have insider knowledge, but that's what it seems like these last few years. There has been more and more QC problems with especially the more higher end stuff. Every single Titan class figure the last couple of years has had a QC problem. I remember last year with Tidal Wave, it was the knees. The year before that, it was, who was the Titan class for 2023? The Nemesis? I could have sworn there might have been something wrong with the Nemesis. I remember there was something wrong with the Arc in 2021 as well. So yeah, the last few Titan classes on and off or in a row, basically. I can't remember if there was anything wrong with Cybertron Metroplex, but I definitely remember something with the Arc, Tidal Wave, and now Star Convoy here. And the last few years, man, like the Commander class figures too, with Armada Optimus and the yellowing problem on Skylynx and Jetfire, if I remember correctly. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the yellowing on Motormaster, I think there were people reporting on that as well on the gray pieces. And that was a big problem, the yellowing, not even just with Commander class, with Deluxe Voyager and Leader class. And, the last few years, it just seems ridiculous in terms of issues with these figures. And these are more expensive than ever. They're cheaper than ever. They're smaller than ever. But yet the QC is getting worse on these things. Make it make sense. I'm not really getting what's going on here. I mean, I could speculate on what's going on here. Hasbro becoming more and more cheap in the QC of these figures getting made. But I don't know. Again, I don't know for sure. But with what we've been reading and the news that we've been getting with Hasbro the last couple years since Chris Cox took over, it seems like they're really cutting back on a lot of things recently, and it really sucks to see. It feels like Transformers is getting the shaft a lot in terms of quality and QC problems. And with something like this, I just don't think we should be dealing with it, even if it's a minor problem. With the HasLab figure, Omega Prime, he has a bunch of issues, and that is a limited release. It's not even retail, and people paid damn near $300 for that, and there's all these QC problems with the engineering of it, and now you're getting another Optimus. It just seems like they don't care about their Optimus Prime figures at this point. If I remember correctly, yeah, there was the misassembled feet with the 86 Optimus, and I think there was another issue or two that I can't remember. Armada Optimus, there was issues with those panels with the arms, and some other plastic problems I remember. And now with Star Optimus Prime here, the chest window's misassembled. And obviously Omega Prime, that's like the biggest, most recent offender of QC problems with new Optimus figures. It's just ridiculous. Like, the main mascot character of the franchise, Optimus freaking Prime, the big ultimate A-lister besides Bumblebee, you could say. And almost all of his recent figures, like the big ones, the more size accurate, the more expensive ones, higher end figures, they suffer from these QC problems. I just don't get it, guys. I feel like, I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen in the future with QC and stuff. The more it's made aware, I feel like Hasbro would try to put a stop to this terrible QC we've been getting on like these higher end figures and just figures in general with Transformers. But I don't know. This has been going on with like increased QC problems the last 5-6 years, and it seems like there's no end in sight. It just feels like there's issues popping up every year, and nothing's stopping this. And Hasbro is just not taking more precaution, and they're just scaling back on things, and they're becoming a licensing company. They're getting cheaper on production numbers and this and that and blah, blah, blah. They're just scaling back on everything. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't like it. It makes, like, why are you even selling product if you're making it as cheap as possible and it's not good? It's not good quality. I'm not saying that for everything Hasbro puts out these days, obviously. I'm just saying that for, I wouldn't say most of it, but there's quite a few releases every year. It's like a big WTF moment. Like, what are they doing? And QC is like one of the biggest offenders of this. Like, paint is not as clean as it used to be. You get mold degradation a bit faster, I've kind of noticed, with reused molds, especially from like Marvel Legends or maybe Classified. Well, not really with Classified, more so Marvel Legends. So it's just insane to me, guys. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much longer. Fact of the matter is, another QC problem has dropped for a new Optimus Prime figure. Hooray! This is amazing. I'm totally being sarcastic right now. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about this chest issue with Star Convoy? And are you guys getting this figure now that this issue is made aware to the community? And yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye!